All right, so not the first time he has been the #1 bantamweight contender, but most would argue this is a totally different beast than the man who arrived in a championship setting prior. Your thoughts on the #1 contender coming in here tonight?
You know, when you get here, you find an opportunity to try and become the man. But if it doesn't work out, you got to find your way back. That's exactly what this guy did. Not many believe that he would find his way back to this championship. He has, but now he understands that this will be the last chance. Last chance to become the champion. He cannot miss this opportunity. It's all or nothing for this guy walking into the octagon.
As some might say, don't be Russell Westbrook, right? Don't get to the NBA Finals one time, you gotta get back.
You gotta get there twice.
Well, this is not your father's bantamweight division, right, DC? A lot of people would argue in this era, 135 pounds, 1 through 50 is the UFC's deepest division, and this is the champion who has emerged from that talented pack.
Yeah, it's a very tough weight class. I mean, you look at the top 15, and all these guys are so talented. But when you look at the champ, you can see that there's something different about him. It's in his swagger. It's in his abilities. It's in his idea that he is just so much better than everyone else. It's easy to poke holes in that unless he keeps winning, and that's exactly what he's done.
He's mastered the game. He's mastered the weight cut. He's got every skill in the book. Most believe it's going to take a Herculean effort to dethrone that champion here tonight. All right, with that, both fighters have now graced the octagon. They will lock the door behind them, ready to go with a crazy fight here at T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas, Nevada. Our tail of the tape for this bantamweight championship fight. The veteran voice of the octagon, Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC Bantamweight Championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the challenger, Jimmie Rivera. And now introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner, presenting, defending, undisputed UFC Bantamweight Champion of the World, Bautista.
One of the best in the business, Herb Dean, is our referee tonight. It is the UFC's unofficial home base, T-Mobile Arena here in Las Vegas, Nevada, and 18,000 plus are expected on hand tonight for what should be an epic UFC live event.
It is going to be a phenomenal fight night in a fantastic arena. T-Mobile Arena, the home of the UFC. Massive hook lands, and his opponent seems to be on his way out of the fight.
Strong outside leg kick.
Nasty high kick. How is he still standing?
Well, informed speculation says he's going to try to set up another hook here. Oh, great block there. Counters with the left hook. Nicely done there.
Good kick.
Oh, and there's that hook again, but this time the opponent was ready. Nice job to get in the way. Fighters exchange in the pocket here.
Beautiful setup to the leg kick. Nice block.
That All right, so a nice job there defensively to raise the guard and prevent any damage.
Those hands never leave where they're supposed to be, and if you do that, most times you will block a shot that's incoming.
Leg kick. Rivera's really limping now, folks. Looks like the leg kicks are really starting to pay dividends for his opponent. Oh, good combination. Very efficient with his strikes tonight. Rivera gets caught by that straight punch. Beautifully landed by the opposition. Mixing it up well tonight. There's a shot to the leg. And there he goes, lands another combination. His cardio's so good that it allows him to put forth this type of output in pace.
When his opponent is done at 2, he is stringing together 4, 5, 6 more different strikes. You don't do that without having fantastic cardio. Beautiful job by the champion. Oh, there you go.
Round 2 is next. All right, so there's the end of the round, and the tide has officially turned. A huge head strike to stun his opponent. We'll see which corner can adjust here moving forward.
I mean, they've got to be celebrating. They've got to be happy. Everything's working. But the other side has to be concerned. They have to figure something out, make some sort of adjustment to try to change the tide of this fight.
Ready to fight? Ready.
All right, here we go with round 2. All right, next round is now underway. Hopefully the action continues at a high level. Pretty good first 5 minutes.
Pretty good first 5 minutes. Both of them can really pick it up. Let's see who decides they're going to lead the dance as we go forward.
All right, DC, perhaps this will be the round in which the wrestler actually goes for a takedown. He's not even feinting shots thus far.
It's crazy because the takedown set up the striking. He is limiting himself in his approach because he's not using a skill that he's become known for. Gets in close and gets that single collar tie, locked in tight. Nice combination by the champ.
Unable to... Maybe the best strike he's thrown tonight.
The biggest shot that he's landed all night. A massive uppercut land.
Oh! Back to the jab now. Closes the gap and gets the single collar tie now. Well, he continues to do a nice job here defensively protecting his... Oh!
He hurt him again.
All right, so that opened up a cut around his eye area.
He hasn't moved his head well. He was taking shots too clean, and now a cut has opened up. He got hurt bad here. Getting them out here. He's doing a really good job putting himself in position.
Really doing a nice job getting these shots home on the ground. Another ground and pound strike gets home. Good movement defensively here on the ground by Rivera. He's having his way with him here. All right, so he's got the ground. Oh, huge elbow! Bottom fighter better move.
Yeah, he's got to move, John. He's got to shrimp and try to either get up or pull his opponent back into him so he doesn't have the posture to land that big damage.
All right, closed guard now. You got to be careful, though. He's got a lot of submissions off his back. All right, so he continues to land, and not exactly what we thought we would see in this one tonight, but the wrestler willing to stand and trade and proving to be able as well.
Yeah, it's out of the ordinary. Usually this guy level changes to take you down very early in fights, but tonight he is showing that he is comfortable in the striking, and he is on point with his striking. They've worked very hard to improve his stand-up skills, and it's showing right now.
All right, So that's the end of the round. Pretty significant damage done in that round. Cut on the cheek, sustained there from that strike. Now the cut man's got to get in there and close that thing up. Better to be below the eye than above it, sure. But nonetheless, this could be a factor now moving forward. All right, we'll re-rack some replays from the previous round as they attend to that pretty nasty cut in his eye area.
You got to lock in defensively, man. You cannot be out there just fighting. His opponent is too high level to try to fight him with his ego. Now he's dealing with a nasty cut over his eye. Why do you need another thing to manage when you already got one of the best fighters in the world in front of you?
All right, here we go with this third round of this championship fight. That's just over the top, and now his opponent in a world of trouble.
Beautiful leverage change. Make him think you're going low and you come right over the top with that beautiful overhand. Great punch.
Oh, man, another nice leg kick is there. Oh!
Wow, both of them are landing massive shots.
Checks the leg kick. Well, why fix what's not broken? Why not go right back to that overhand here again?
His opponent's got to clinch. He needs to break away and get back to his range because he's taking. Oh, that right hand barely missed there.
Timely defense there. Huge block for him. Well, I'm no fighter, but if I rock a guy to that, shot there, DC, he is officially rocked.
A big, massive hook that really has put his opponent on skates.
Now goes in and secures the takedown.
Oh, nice right hand by the champ, yeah. There it is, now he's going to mount. Look at that. Recognize he's about to lose position.
Rivera's back in full mount. 2 minutes to go in the round.
In the half guard.
Every strike he lands, that cut gets worse.
Yeah, it's getting worse. And he needed to address it a little bit sooner because now that damage is starting to pile up. He cut him. He cut him. So many ground strikes landed that eventually he got him cut.
Looks like he's got a couple hooks in here, DC, and defensively, you better be careful. All right, half guard position here, DC. You have an extra hop in your step when you talk about fighters working out of this half guard.
Oh, man, I like half guard as a top fighter. I understand half guard as a bottom fighter. Don't want to be there. It's very dangerous. But if you are there, you have to be winning the position of the underhook. It opens up so many opportunities for you to either escape or sweep.
All right, so some high-level stuff there on the ground, but as they make their way back to the feet, a huge response from the crowd, no surprise.
I love all the grappling that was on display there, but fight fans want to see striking, and that's exactly what they're going to get as he finally makes his way back to his feet.
All right, so there's the end of the round. Tough job, but somebody's got to do it, man. Absolutely incredible. Both fighters got stunned. It's amazing to think that we fight on.
We are in the best seat in the house to watch two men go out there and really lay it on the line. Both got hurt, but even when they were hurt, neither one of them looked like they wanted to take a step back. This is the exact type of fight they expected and the type of fight that they're delivering to the fans.
Well, I'm not sure the extent to which he has recovered, but we do see the end of the round. DC, talk us through the replay.
Well, he's a tough guy. He's going to make it to the stool. He's going to survive unless you put him completely out of there. Unfortunately, he's in there with a guy that does have that ability.
All right, picture-perfect shot there, DC, and one more of those, he might be out.
I mean, the fight is going to be over. I can't believe he's still standing. That shot landed perfect.
Lands a good combination. Oh, big left hook there.
There it is again. Look at that.
Oh, he dove and he lands. Wow. Oh, this one could be over soon.
Fight back. Fight back.
Well, it's been a wild fight thus far, perhaps a contender for some bonus money at fight's end. These guys are going to have to dig deep. They're both hurt.
They're both hurt. You expected it, though. You expected a close fight. You did not expect a war like this, though, where both guys, from the moment they said fight, went forward, got in each other's face, and just beat each other up. It's been tremendous.
All right, big storyline starting to develop here. That cut really starting to gap wide open as this fight continues.
And you can watch him, you see him. You can see it becoming his focus as he's popping him on that cut. And it's starting to open up more and more as the fight goes on.
Most fighters will tell you offensive wrestling is the hardest, most exhausting thing.
Especially if you're just running the guy over, John, and then he just gets up.
Well, he grounded him, and now he's trying to pound him out. Great ground strikes here. Back mount now. Rivera's back into full guard. Oh, he keeps attacking that left eye. Now it's starting to close.
Not being just defensive, but offensive off his back. Great punch lands. He's putting him in exactly the positions he needs to be in right now. He's able to relax here. And he understands, being a veteran of so many fights, that as long as he's on top, he's winning. He feels like he's winning here. He's got to be careful here.
Well, how about the movement? Oh, these ground strikes are just brutal. Fourth round here, less than a minute to go. Oh, man, the blood is flowing now. I know a lot of you like that, but he has got to figure some things out defensively. This fight's going to end.
He's got to move his head, John. But the problem is, now he's got the blood to deal with. He's got a sharp striker in front of him. He has got a lot of things to deal with if he wants to win this fight. But right now, the focus...
What a fight. Just a relentless effort out of this fighter here tonight. The ref had no choice but to step in, and that is how you leave the judges out of it. Well, he's going to enjoy watching this one back. Let's take a look at the replay of the knockout just a moment ago.
It was right hand after right hand after right hand. Finally, he found the one that hit the exact sweet spot that ended his opponent's night.
One final time to Bruce Buffer for the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Deans called a stop to this contest at 4 minutes, 54 seconds of round number 4. Declaring the winner by TKO, and still the undisputed UFC bantamweight champion of the world, Bautista!
All right, so he came into this fight as the unquestioned best 135-pound fighter in the world, and nothing about that effort will change that narrative. Congrats to the still UFC